right, ladies and gentlemen of the 118 scale, 3.75 inch, 4-inch modern action figure community, I'm back again with another video. And in this video, we're going to be discussing what you see before you right here. This is ultimately the custom that I was working on. A bunch of things happened, so it caused me to delay the project. As you see, I did most of it, but there are very small, minor details that I need to tweak and to come up with new parts for. So considering that this has been such a interesting, weird, difficult last few months, man, I've been struggling to find the time to work on this and also to produce videos. So without further ado, we're going to take the next few minutes to look at this thing. As you see, it's all packed up. I'm going to get everything out and I'm going to go through it. We're going to discuss my thought processes and ideas for what I did here. So what you see before you is pretty much what I came up with. Paint done by me. All of the panels that you see here were done by me freehand. The bolt detail was used by Meng bolts, or I used Meng bolts rather. Styrene, couple different. It's kind of hard to describe where I got these from, but this was part of a one of those little boxes that you store things in, and these were the inserts. So I took these and I made paneling out of them, of course using Meng bolts. This is my back gate here. Again, these were more panels from a little fishing tackle box, and Meng bolt detail, Meng bolts all around. And I was discussing how I did these in the other video where I showed you the parts. So let's look at some of the things that I came up with. So first and foremost is the wheel. I want to mount a wheel kind of like right here, but I still haven't come up with that system yet. I could also do it up here or up here somewhere, but I kind of like the way it looks hanging off the back like that. And of course it would flip up so that the door can flip down. Maybe, I don't know. I was thinking maybe I could do something like this, but then that would make it way too far out. These parts right here, this is an axe can. See? You can smell like a douchebag all you want with axe. I don't really use axe. I just had I think I had in my guest bathroom, there was some there just in case somebody visited and wanted to freshen up a little. It's better than smelling like nothing, you know what I mean? So that's where I got that. I just popped it off and painted it green. Took off the button here, and it actually looks like you can mount a gun there, and it would be pretty cool. Sorry for the background noise. We're outside in my backyard, and my neighbors are cutting their grass. As you see, I need to do the same. I just don't feel like doing it today. I just got off of a 48-hour shift, and I don't feel like it. So this here is going to be included in it. This is a ice box or a cooler, and I got this from a RC hobby shop. I painted it green, and then I glued these, I tied them in, sorry. And these are elastic string. You can get this elastic string from the hobby jewelry section in Walmart. It comes in a roll, and you can use this string for a lot of things. I use it to make straps for my action figure rifles to sling. Okay, there's your wheel, painted, ready to go. Here, this was the original top portion of this vehicle, and for some reason it bothers my eyes because as I mount it in, it seems a little crooked. And I don't know if it's just me being probably a perfectionist, if I could say that, but I've since went away from this and created something else. but the other thing is far worse than this, so I may end up still using this, maybe fixing it a little. Some more paneling. This is going to go on the bottom. Are you kidding me? All right, sorry about that. So anyway, this is just a little detail. This comes from an old G.I. Joe vehicle. This right here is another little box that I was going to include in it. Don't know where yet. This also is a box from a hobby shop, hobby RC shop. All of these things can be acquired at a hobby RC shop. This right here. All right, let's move and grab some of these things first and foremost. Just a bunch of parts that I was testing out and messing around with. Here's another one of those little insert panels that I haven't used yet. That's what you see there. Another test part. This is the insert from the little box before I painted or put any main bolt detail. This also was my original front safety, I don't know what to call it. I guess it's my safety windshield, and it would have went on the front. But I have since abandoned that because it just looks too one-dimensional. So once you mount everything together, it just looks so one-dimensional. So I want to do, maybe add on to this, maybe some flip up doors and give it a little bit more life. I may still use that, but we saw that before in my last video about this. Here, this thing fit perfectly. I got this from also when I got everything else from the hobby RC shop. It mounted up perfectly. I can do way more with that. I had to like make the hole there a little wider. I used the Dremel and ground it out a little. Awesome. And that worked perfectly. See? And it's a metal. It adds weight to the front because the back is so way down. Also on the back here, also from the same hobby shop, I got from a thrift store, and I cut it and put it in as kind of like a protection back there. And this is a working hitch from a hobby store. All right, now let's move on to the things that I need to fabricate. First and foremost, we don't need anybody falling through the bottom, so I made this to go down there. I haven't put that on yet, but I need to do it better. You see how it's a little off? So I'm going to use that as a stencil to make a better one. Here, this is going to be, what I want to do here is I want to use some L-shaped styrene. I'm going to glue it here, paint it black, and then I'm going to get that glued in so that it has a little bit more life. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with the end caps. I may use magnets there, and I may use a little bit of metal here to keep everything locked in. Also, I'm going to do a little cross barring here and probably put some kind of a topping on it. I'm not sure. Or it may even tie into where my spare tire is going to go. All right. I did not put in the steering wheel yet. I have it, but I just haven't put it in yet. Nothing's done yet. I really want to rework a little bit of the way this has been done, but I just haven't had the time. It's like every time I get some time to sit back and do anything here, I have something that happens. So if you don't know, in August is when I really started to set in and put this together. I had an episode where I ended up going to the hospital. Um, that was weird because I thought that everyone thought I had a stroke, where it actually wasn't a stroke. I was just very off balance. I couldn't walk. I couldn't. It was. I was dizzy. I was sweating profusely. Um, for me, I'm fairly fit and fairly healthy, so it was very out of the blue. But comes to find out, it was a medication that I was prescribed that is causing me some water imbalance in my body, which threw off my um, it threw off my equilibrium from my ears, and it caused me to go berserk, so to speak. So we got that dealt with. Um, Unfortunately, right after that, I had an issue with some work stuff. Then, right after that, my little brother passed away. Uh, it was very sudden and very unfortunate. So that threw me at least 2 months back, because I had no. That's what happened to all my videos, and the progression of my videos is that I'm just not thinking about creating these things anymore. So now I'm starting to try to get back into it, to where I find my my rhythm in all this. So then after that, we had the holidays, and the holidays threw me off because I was not in a real cheery holiday mood. So passing on with that, I ended up totaling my vehicle and having issues with that. And my brother got married. I couldn't make it to his wedding because of all the medical issues I was having. So that was another thing that set me back mentally. And then on top of that, um, recently I crashed another vehicle. Well, I didn't crash it, someone crashed into me. So hemorrhaging with money from all of this, and just, just not being fun. I can't find the fun in anything. But luckily for me, I'm starting to find it. So I just wanted to take the time out to let you guys, because I know some people have been asking what's been going on with this vehicle. As you see, it's coming along. It's just a bunch of little small things, like I want to mount a wall here, a partition, excuse me, and that will be where my guns come off of. I have a 50 cal that I want to mount there, so that one's going to be interesting when I get that all done. Can't wait. Hopefully, in the near future, I'm going to start fabricating more parts, and then I'll keep you guys posted on everything that's going on. So I think I've rambled on with you guys long enough. I hope you like this so far. A little bit of sticker detail actually came from the old Desert Fox that I peeled off and was able to put back on. So with that being said, I think I'm going to end this video right here. If you have any questions or comments, feel free, put them down below. We'll get to them at my earliest convenience. Just keep, I'll keep you posted on what's going on with this vehicle in the future, all right? So until the next one, peace. Thank you for watching. Until the next one.